Okay, welcome to my boxing journey here in Valrico, Florida, learning from the former Russian Olympic head coach, Vlad. If you haven't been following my journey thus far, then I am now on year 1, month 4, 2 months away, theoretically 3 months away from a year and a half learning, but only once a week. What is my goal here? My goal here is to actually just push the human body. How much can I learn? How much can I develop as a human with a minimum amount of time? Because everyone would like to pick up a hobby, but how much time can you dedicate to a hobby and still become good? There are several answers to that question, because you can put a little bit of time, but if it's very structured and you put in serious work and dedication, and it's dated correctly through proper habits within and a proper coach, you can learn a lot. Or you could do things that are a waste of time with a short amount of time, or you can do things that don't make the most sense for a lot amount of time and you still won't progress. You can work out 5 days a week for a year straight, but if you aren't doing the proper techniques, if you aren't learning the proper movements, then it's almost irrelevant. So that's why having a coach like Coach Vlad is a phenomenal factor within the limited amount of time I'm able to put into boxing. However, let's get to today's class. Today was awesome. We went around and did the warm-up cardio session in the beginning to warm up our body, and then we worked on advanced shadow work pretty much the entire class, which was phenomenal. We worked on our feints, understanding real world scenarios, keeping the cardio up, bouncing, things that have been talking about in previous videos that I want to work on. And it is still a factor. I seen it in today's shadow work. I just genuinely don't understand how to attack moving forward comfortably yet. So that is definitely a highlight for me to work on. However, I can see the bit of confidence being gained in the general within my shadow boxing. From there, we got with partner and got onto the bag as well with the partner, working on further real world scenarios, swiping that hands down, but still working on other areas of the body, which is good for me because I also need to work on going for the body a little bit more. So I'm super proud of how I'm even understanding what I'm learning. I am just honestly blessed to be learning from such a coach. I will see you guys next week to see how much progress I've made. Let's go. Okay, today was another phenomenal day here with Coach Vlad. We worked on cardio. It was on the lighter side of things today, but we did go outside, which is great because Florida is normally excruciatingly hot. We were able to work on some techniques, which I personally haven't worked with him before. Throwing the tire, squats with the tire, kicking the tire, understanding how to move your body weight with other weighted vessels, throwing your body functions off. So with the tire being so obscurely different than what you would normally be accustomed to throwing, you're having to understand how to manipulate that weight properly enough to exert the exact muscles you need to have it go as efficiently as possible. And that is exactly Coach Vlad in his coaching style. He understands how to mold an overall athlete and then shape them into boxers. Then we went inside working on some of our techniques, which for me was a phenomenal feeling because I am really starting to see progress. I'm able to get at the bag and meditate. I'm able to try to allow some combos to develop. I'm able to envision an opponent instead of just seeing it as a bag. It is becoming a treat almost to walk into this gym and to expand on my imagination rather than feel it is an excruciating amount of pain, which I will tell you, there still is much physical pain. You have to push yourself as much as you can to your breaking point and then some to get benefits of progress. Progress is a long-term, over enough repetitions journey. So that's why I'm continuously making it here, halfway done the month. I can't wait to see how much more progress I continuously make. I'll see you next week to see what we do. Okay, today was a phenomenal cardio intensive day. We went outside, which is something we normally do when the weather is just right. Some may say it is too cold in Florida, but once we hit the mid 60s, coming down to the 50s, it is the perfect weather to be outside to get that nice brisk air and allow your body to heat up to a proper temperature rather than coming outside and it's already 95 degrees. So I actually love when we come outside, and today highlighted to me that I have been putting good work in outside of the gym, which is very important. Coach can only teach you so much in the limited amount of time you are together. Taking your practice outside of the specific area that he is at is vital, and that it goes for anything you are attempting to learn and being taught. I'm saying all this to say we went outside to do our cardio, and I was able to push myself extremely hard in comparison to when we were outside just last time that we were outside. I didn't get tired. I was able to keep my distance, my strides up. I ran 3 times outside of class this week. So pretty much today felt like another day. And it wasn't anything spectacular being in class, which was fantastic because now you take that stamina and utilize the knowledge that he is giving you to shape and mold what you need to become a boxer. So we did a couple laps. We did some back and forth sprinting, some back and forth action, and then we did end up going to the sidewalk where we were stepping one foot up, other foot back, changing alternative. I didn't get any footage of this because we started running outside, so I didn't bring the camera, and I wasn't sure if we were going to come immediately back in or not. So we ended up doing some lunges. We're doing some shuffling back and forth. It was very leg focused for that first half of class outside, which was phenomenal. My legs were actually on fire, which is what I need to see. If you are pushing your limits, then it is painful, and class was very painful, especially that portion right after the sprints and runs. And then after that, we came inside and did our 12 round circuit. I absolutely love the circuits that we do. We implemented the head movement bag, which is something I'm not quite certain that we've implemented within our circuit, but I'm starting to use that more. I'm loving the reflexes that it allows you to gain. And we went around, we did the punching bag, we did the straight punches with the barbell, we did jump ropes, we did squats on the Bosa ball. We did a lot of functional movements back to back to back, really testing your endurance, really testing your mind body connection. Okay, yes, you may know how to do what you need to do, but can you do it after 11 rounds? Can you do it when your body has been punched and you have been in a fight or flight mode for a period of time? And that is what Coach Vlad is about: pushing your limits, maximizing the capacity that you would think you possess and going beyond that. That's why we're here progressing so much. We're just once a week. Let's go, baby. He is not going to be here next week, so I will miss next week. But the week after that will be the final 4-week period within this month. And I'm excited to see how much progress we continuously make, baby. See you next week. Okay, what an absolute way to end out the month here with Coach Vlad. I've been almost going here for a year and a half, and today's class was something we've never done before. Almost a yoga session. And if you know me, I'm all about yoga, meditation, and mindful meditation, whether that be journaling or whatever other routes you may take. So today was absolutely phenomenal to see that take place inside of a boxing gym. This is why I love Coach Vlad. I already understand his human psychology, understanding. This is such a phenomenal feeling. I am so blessed to be able to spend my time in this one life I get to have with intellectual individuals. Now that my rant is over, today was phenomenal. We did go through the yoga flow. And then after that beautiful, what I would call yoga flow, we worked on multitasking drills with the ring, getting both feet in, being able to add a punch, and other cues that coach kept implementing as we progressed with that multitasking drill, which was honestly phenomenal. Understanding footwork and when to throw your punch, where to shift your weight when you're in certain positions. Phenomenal technique there. And then we put on our wraps and gloves to work with a partner, really just attacking our cardio at the end. I'm super excited to have been continuously learning and progressing here with Coach Vlad here in Valrico, Florida. And it goes to show you how much progress you can make with just a limited amount of dedication and focused. I'm only coming one time a week each week. And you see the progress with just a year and 4 months. So no matter what you want to pursue, whether it's art, making music, swimming, dancing, boxing, gymnastics, owning a business, whatever vision you have inside of your head, you are capable of externalizing. You just must believe in yourself and understand that that belief must hold strong enough for you to continue out the journey no matter how hard it gets, because it will get hard and you will only have that belief to rely on because you are the only one who sees the vision. So no matter how much another individual loves you, they will never be able to grasp hold of something that they cannot visually see or physically feel. So good luck with that information, because I know you have it in you to be who you know you're destined to be. I will see you potentially in 2 months. We may be taking a month break here. I'm not 100% sure. However, I hope to see you sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me in my journey here. Boxing. Much love, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.